Hello, welcome to Self is Source. Today we're going to be talking about the transits that take place from October 8th to October 13th. And we will be doing an energy reading from my oracle deck to help us guide ourselves through this transit. Let's start with covering the transits for this time period. So on October 8th, the sun is moving into gate 57, but along with that, Mars moves into Libra. This is going to mean that the sun in Libra is now conjunct with Mars. Both signs are under Libra. So what this means is this need to feel balance and harmony and justice and fairness is also going to be brought into our actions. So we are going to be taking advantage of this Mars energy to act and bring upon that balance that we need into our lives. On October 9th, Mercury also moves into Libra. So we're going to end up having a Libra stellium in terms of our energy. With the sun, Mercury, and Mars all under Libra, we're also going to be really challenged to walk the talk. So a lot of us have been talking about rebalancing. A lot of us have been talking about what harmony we want to bring, what changes are going to make our lives more fair and more in equilibrium. We need to actually walk the talk. We're not just telling people what we're doing, we are doing the changes that we know we need to make. October 10th, Saturn is leaving retrograde, thank goodness. And just a reminder, Saturn is in the sign of Aquarius. So one less retrograde means that we're going to be going in the right direction in terms of self-discipline and maturity. And since those are under Aquarius, that is going to be pushing us to find new creative solutions, be really innovative to the problems in our lives that are blocking us from moving on to that next level of self-discipline. So again, so many themes about, are we doing what we say we want to be doing? We know what our perfect life looks like. What are we doing now within our power to already be living in that life? On October 12th, we are going to be having the first quarter moon. Just a reminder that the first quarter moon is the perfect time to take action. So again, all of these things seem to be aligned with each other, right? We are being asked to act on the intentions that we set during the new moon. Additionally, the moon is going to be under the sign of Capricorn on October 12th, which again, great earthy energy, getting our roots down, acting on the intentions that we planted during this moon cycle. Love that for us. October 13th, Venus, which is in Sagittarius, is going to be sextile Saturn, which is in Aquarius. So just not a really good time for committing to things. Sagittarius, of course, is mutable, so we're pushing to expand. We're trying to experience new things, new situations, and then Aquarius, of course, being innovative. After this time, you're going to be a different person. So be open to meeting new people. Be open to the direction that life takes y'all in naturally. All right. Moving on to the sun in gate 57. So gate 57 is another gate that exists in the spleen center. So this is going to be really challenging our fears based on survival. This gate is powerful because it doesn't just connect to one other center, it connects to the throat, it connects to the G center, and it connects to the sacral center if those channels are illuminated. The theme of this is success through small things and also listening to the voice within. Gate 57 is the gate of intuitive insight. It also comes from the hexagram, the gentle, which is penetrating wind. This gate is really known for like clairaudience or claircognizance, right? Having that intuition that comes to you naturally. With this gate, the positive sides of this gate, the light sides of this gate, are going to be being able to see the truth in all situations, having a connection to your intuition, trusting your intuition, following your intuition. That is what comes with this gate. The shadow side of this gate is fear of the future or fear of the unknown. It is so important to push past these fears. Recently for me, I have been hearing a lot of things about fear of climate change, fear of control, fear of etc. What you need to do to push past these fears, because they're leaving you in a state of flight, fight, or freeze. And when you feel like you're in survival mode, you are not able to push past and actually do what you need to do to make your life better. So to push past these fears, simply just ask yourself, is my survival being threatened in the present moment? And if the answer is no, then you can allow yourself to be relieved of those fears. And then once you set those fears aside, the intuition will come to you. So again, just to remind you, the good sides of this is intuitive insight. You are going to be receiving so much intuition. The truth is going to be exposed about yourself. You're going to know what steps are necessary for you to take to get on to the next stage. Remember to push past the shadow side, which is fear of the future, fear of the unknown. You do not have to worry about those things because they are not in front of your face at this moment. Focus on the present. And by staying present, you will grow your skill of intuition. I would also say you do not have to have this gate defined to be intuitive. Everyone has access to intuition. You need to practice using it if you feel disconnected from your intuition. Intuition relies on, one, you being willing to listen to it, two, quieting the ego inside of your mind. For me, I always had a lot of narrative, like internal self-talk, and a lot of that was conditioning from other people I know. So when I was finally able to quiet that part of my mind, I started receiving messages from source a lot more clearly. Also, be willing to trust it. If I didn't say that already, it is so important to trust your intuition when it does come. Now it is time for our energy reading. Again, I'm going to be using the Spiral Oracle by Lily Acuna. I love using this oracle when we do transit readings because all transits move through cycles. It is so important for us to be aware of these cycles so that we can use that energy to the best of our advantage. I'm looking for general advice for anybody who is watching this video. How can we master the energies lended to us through the transits this cycle? What situation are we coming from? The card we received is the gift. Such an interesting card, especially knowing what gate that we're moving in at this moment. The gift is not only intuition and having that connection to source, but it's also being grateful for everything that's around us. So I think many of us are coming from a place where we're recognizing the gifts that we've been given, the gifts that we have naturally, and now we're recognizing that we kind of need to do something with that gift in some way. Maybe we're not sure exactly where that's going to take us, but that is the present situation, the gift. So being grateful for the gifts that you have been given, regardless of what those gifts are, and recognizing that this gift was given to you divinely. It is something that is natural to your soul. What action are we being guided to take during this time? So we have center. What a beautiful card. So the action we're being guided to take during this time is to move. We are really being guided to act on what is coming from our center. It is so important to listen to our heart, because we need to lead and move with our heart. Is recognizing that within is the universe. Within is the center of the universe. At the same time, you're just a piece of it, and we're all one. And by looking inward and recognizing the divine power that you have, you're going to be told what actions to take in the exact moment at every time. You're going to be finishing breakfast, and then your intuition is going to tell you to go do something that is aligned with your purpose. By going in, you're going to see yourself, you're going to see the center of your heart, and you're going to be illuminating your heart. By focusing on that, you will amplify it. What challenges might face us, and what advice do you have for those challenges? Stories of my mother. Every time I see this card, I'm reminded of Gaia, along with our own personal motherly figures. It looks like we're going through some time where we're healing the feminine energies in the world. Remember, feminine represents the internal reflection, pure processing of emotions, intuition, insight. So it seems that the advice source is providing us is to continue to connect to the feminine side, continue to honor the feminine energy. Listen to stories from women around you and the women in your family, the women in your tribe. These stories are going to provide you with a lot of insight. They're going to provide you with a lot of advice that is going to help you weather the turmoils and weather the challenges and difficult situations that you might experience in this journey. Everything has ups and downs. And by connecting with the intuitive side, we are going to be hearing the right messages that we need to hear to move us along this path. But also by listening to the stories of the women around us, we are going to be learning so much about how to navigate this path in a way that doesn't allow us to give up. All right, y'all, that is the energy reading for this transit cycle. If you have not already, please like and subscribe. It helps us out. And leave a comment. Let me know if anything resonated with you. Have a blessed day.